Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces December 15, 2022. The moon spends today in your creative sector, but it opposes Saturn this morning. It's a day for seeking out entertainment and play, and your romantic inclinations are stronger than usual. However, it's more challenging to come by than it is typically at this time of the lunar month early today. There can also be challenges separating pleasure and business. Ideally, you're able to break the blocks standing in the way of enjoyment, perhaps related to your responsibilities to others or the demands of your friends or networks. Fortunately, it gets easier to let your hair down as the day advances. You're able to satisfy both your need for comfort and variety. A shift in the tides has arrived recently for you. For many years, you have harbored majestic Neptune in your solar 12th house, watching it drift back and forth. Recently, he awoke in the depths of space. This misunderstood and mysterious planet has brought powerful visions to your mind and soul about matters of the heart. You could have felt lost in delusions about past relationships during this time but are ultimately being propelled to understand the karmic cycle and heal it. Others have felt powerful messages in their subconscious or from the universe about their soulmate. Listen now. They could be calling to you in ways you are still learning to understand. Get ready for a busy morning and boring afternoon. Work might feel somewhat restrictive in the morning as the moon in Leo opposes Saturn in Aquarius and trines the sun in Sagittarius. Instead of limiting yourself, focus on expanding upon your passion projects. By the time the afternoon hits, you may feel slower than usual since the moon will be void of course for the remainder of the day. Although this could be challenging to work through, you could use the void of course lunar energy to pace yourself at work. Right in the heart of not just the working week but of Venus and Mercury's first full week in your career sector, the moon's return to your work sector today is good news both professionally and financially. The moon returns in time to capitalize on the momentum building on the job and career fronts but will also help to bring those in your income sector into the loop as well. Today you may feel a desire to satisfy your deepest urges. Try to plan ahead, shop for dinner early and know what you want to prepare. Make yourself healthy renditions of your favorite, comfort, foods you loved as a child. Give in to the urge to rest and nurture yourself, but in a healthy and conscious way. If it's possible to have others eating dinner with you, ask them to take a walk with you afterward. Enjoy yourself and be enjoyed. With the energy from this day, procrastination and lethargy won't work. Generally, you're an active person. As a one, however, you are not immune to the occasional bout of laziness. This essence favors hard work and dedication to detail. Even if you don't feel like getting going, once you start, chances are you'll enjoy the satisfaction of getting things done. There'll be plenty of time to kick back on the couch later on in the day or this evening. Put in a good day before you do so. Just by returning to your work sector today, the timing of the moon's last visit for the year couldn't come with better timing. Less because this will give you an intuitive read on work and job matters and ensure you are emotionally and intuitively engaged in the heart of the working week, and more because this comes as the dynamics of this professional year are shifting. With the dwarf planet Ceres leaving your work sector next week but Venus and Mercury in their first full week in your career sector, this brings all the different players together. Before leaving and wrapping up its last visit to your romantic sector for the year, the moon is spending its final hours at a friendly aspect to the sun in his last full week in an adventurous part of your chart. As well as bringing the spirit of romance and adventure together, this has put the sun and moon back in harmony as they join forces in order to hold back the working week and life's other demands. Our eyes in the sky. Inspiration and luck strike early today, so if you're the type who wakes with the sun, take the initiative with your goals before this energy settles mid-morning. There are helpful aspects for love, and being close to your heart's desire should bring you joy right now. You tackle obstacles you previously thought you never could overcome. Being brave, making the most of this opportunity, you encounter people who are open and friendly, and when you respond in the same way, it opens new doors for you to explore and ultimately turn out to be extremely rewarding. Others understand that you don't want to take on any more responsibilities and in fact need time to yourself to gain a fresh perspective and determine what your true feelings are. Once you feel more refreshed and have taken the opportunity to regain your composure, you have an innate ability to interact and chat with others in a constructive way. You're acutely aware of your feelings, unperturbed. You're more in touch with your emotional state. Your thoughts are relaxed and calm. Relationships with others are constructive. You willingly make acquaintances and relate well to anyone who you happen to encounter. Look after your fitness, otherwise your well-being can be adversely affected. These romantic vibes also come with a sense of adventure, so do something out of the ordinary. If you're currently single, today is a good day to meet someone while you're out and about as well. Romantic boundaries should be fairly well received today, so if you've been meaning to talk to Bae about a need for some space in the coming days, go for it. Just make sure that you're being direct and clear in any important conversations. A perfect scenario for settling outstanding financial matters is what you desire. Of course, you must be as careful as usual when dealing with money. You have the right instincts for choosing sensible investments, and the advice you receive is far more conclusive than on other occasions. Larger purchases, a car or a house, don't faze you. At nightfall, there could be some underlying tension, so try not to step on any toes. The moon brings an extra boost of inspiration and energy, so be sure to work on any passion projects before heading to bed tonight. In the morning, the Leo moon opposes Saturn in Aquarius, engendering distance between ourselves and others. We might experience this literally through being physically separated from loved ones. Difficulty in making contact can cause us to feel lonely and unloved. However, we might also experience distance on an emotional level. People may pull away from us, seemingly unprovoked. We can be ghosted or left on read. Naturally, neither of these scenarios causes us to feel as bright and shiny as the Leo moon desires. Being scorned under this moon only adds insult to injury, as we are predisposed to sulking if we don't receive attention. However, the worst thing we can do now is to grandstand. If we push too hard to be noticed, we will only alienate our audience further. Instead, focus on managing work or attending to personal priorities. Following this, the moon trines the Sagittarius sun, mitigating the worst effects of the Moon-Saturn opposition. Although certain connections may still elude us, the Moon-Sun trine reveals that other playmates are available. If we intend to restore our confidence, we can't pine away for those who don't recognize our worth. We must choose the people who choose us. In doing so, we can forge relationships with those whose interests are better aligned with our own. And to think we might not have discovered them if we remained intent on impressing those who won't give us the time of day. The moon then enters a long void, of course, lasting until tomorrow. Avoid starting new initiatives today if possible. This lunar period is better spent working on projects already in progress.